Working with animals is great, but let's be honest, it could also be chaotic. That's why I love Cuddles app. It's designed specifically for pet professionals, and it seriously makes life easier. With Cuddles, you can handle all your booking in one place, send automatic text messages to clients, and even accept payments right through the app. No more chasing down invoices or worrying about no-shows. And here's the best part. There's a free version to get started, so you can try it out with zero risk. If you want less stress and more time to focus on the dog in front of you, check out Cuddles app. Find it at cuddlesapp.com today.
Thanks for tuning in to your favorite podcast, Another Grooming Podcast. I'm Katie Austin.
I'm Juan Rivera.
I'm Kat Graney.
And I'm Nathan Austin.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, which one is it? Nope.
That's Katie's always go-to.
That's because that's what I hear every night.
Literally.
Yeah, they're longer and
Juicier.
That is
Longer and
literally
juicier.
Nathan's part.
For anybody who hasn't listened long enough, that is literally a Nathan fart.
Gross.
Literally.
We also smell it every time she presses the button, too.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
Well, he's
the
sniffing
way-
his microphone.
the way it came
He
out
farted
so
directly.
perfectly, it was
Yeah.
very satisfying.
So,
Do you ever see those like videos where they're like, name that fart before?
Oh,
they're-
the guess
Oh,
it?
yeah, the
Yeah.
game.
Do you guys play that?
No.
I love those compilations, though.
Yeah.
And when then they're right, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Like the brrr, like
The
the
look on
question
their
farts.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The question farts. That's pretty great.
So today we're going to recap our recent experience at Groom Expo Hershey.
You know, this year was, I mean, I love going every year, but this
Absolutely,
year felt different.
It did.
It felt more alive. this year.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think it was? I mean, it's always busy. There's always people running around. People are always nice. People are always friendly. But like this year, it felt different to me.
I feel like it was busier though, especially in the competition ring.
Yeah,
It was
that's true.
I do think it was busier. I agree. I think the competition ring was like full this year. It
Yeah.
was like full.
Packed.
People were waiting on the wait list for like almost every category, it felt like.
Yeah, and they were just standing there ready. Like I felt like several.
It's been a
people.
while since that's happened where
Yeah.
like people have waited. But then also I do feel just like there was a lot more like groomers there to learn. I do feel like it was busier than normal. Maybe it was the theme. Maybe the theme did it because like everything really
Yeah.
like went hard this year.
Yeah, they did.
You know, a major thing it was for me is like I felt the impact that we were making on the industry and the people and the groomers, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many groomers were coming up to us being like, "Oh my God, I love your podcast.
Mhm.
You've helped me through this tragedy, or you helped me through." And I don't want to act like we're the best fucking thing ever because
We're just groomers.
We're just dog groomers, but
We're
I'm
just
telling
shaving
you what, it
buttholes.
was so nice. Thank you, everybody that, you know, and I'm glad we're helping people.
Yeah, thanks to everybody who came up and
It
took
wasn't
the time to talk
expected,
to
but
us.
it is
Yeah.
a fantastic outcome.
It was
Yes.
for sure this show. That's the most people that has ever come up to us before.
Yeah.
Is saying the podcast was their favorite or thanking us for doing it, and it's just
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I've been used to Katie and Nathan getting it more because they were out there doing the social media stuff before it. But this year, how many people are like, I'll take the picture, I'll take the picture for you. And they're like, no, we want you in it. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
yeah.
So it was fun. And I gave out the most bracelets at the show too.
Mm-hmm. I love that people love them so much.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to stick with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way we could like pay to have them made.
I don't,
Streamline making
I don't
them.
mind
I think
making
that's-
them.
Yeah, I
I
think
think-
it's part of the specialness, right? Like if they're
Hand
wearing
make
it,
'em, yeah.
they know that one of us made this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
that
that's
is really
special.
cool.
I
That is
don't
special.
mind making them. I actually found this giant needle and it works really well.
Send me
I-
the link.
Just bought it at a craft store, but it's like an embroidery needle and it's big. It's like this big, but then I just sit there and I have like a plate or I put it in my hand and I just go
Oh, smart.
and then drop them and then and it's really easy. I
Yeah.
can make them in less than like a minute and a half.
Per bracelet?
Yeah.
Wow.
To me, it's holding them, the end. So I had
Well-
hemostats that helped a lot.
Oh, so I keep it connected to the reel. like the thing. I mean, I dropped
Oh.
a couple, but I would leave it on so I wouldn't worry about them falling off
That's
the edge.
smart.
Dropping
And-
a completed bracelet is the worst.
Yeah.
I almost cried when I did it like 3 times in a row. I was like, I quit for now. My hands hurt.
Yeah, so I leave it on the reel and then I needle it and then I'll tie it off and then I just keep going on the reel so they don't slip off. And I tie them off and drop them and do more. Tie
And then
it
you
off,
just go through and cut all the
and
bracelets?
then I just cut it off. Yeah.
Nice. You should record
Smart.
yourself doing it.
Okay.
Give me a tutorial.
Yeah. But I also want to start. I learned how to make those. You know, the little like poofy ball collars. I want
Yeah.
to start making EGP ones for dogs we run into.
That's a
cute.
good
So they
idea.
match.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
So how do
cute.
they do them? Do they just use that same stuff in a big fat needle?
Yeah. For the little poofy collars. Yeah. You just basically sew them on. And,
It's like the string popcorn at Christmas,
Yeah.
kind of, right?
and then you just tie them off.
Remember
Oh, that
that?
was always
And-
fun.
and you go
We should do that with
shoop,
the kids,
shoop,
babe.
shoop, shoop.
The wraparound popcorn Christmas tree thing.
Your dogs, or I mean, actually, Cone is gonna eat it.
Yeah, I never did that anyway, so
No, okay.
I was about to be like, that's white people shit. But
I never did that.
We never did it either.
You never did
My
it?
mom, my mom is like very
What'd you
religious
guys
about her tree,
fucking
and she's like
String
only homo-
tamales around the fucking tree or some shit.
That'd be tamales under the tree. So we have something to
Yeah.
unwrap
No,
in the
it's
morning.
tamales in your stomach. Okay.
That was the joke I always remember people saying because we would have tamales, and I was broke as I was like poor, right? So oh, you have something to open? I'm like,
Yeah, open
Yeah.
the tamales.
literally, you fucking asshole.
We'll save our Christmas traditions for our Christmas episode.
Yeah.
I guess.
Moving
I'm just
along.
kidding. So, I mean, we all got there on the same day, but
Yep.
you got there first.
Yes, so I was telling Katie, remember last Hershey, I had all those delays and all that stuff. I was like, I am never flying United Airlines ever because that
Yeah.
fucking sucked. Every single flight I've taken since making that statement
Is
has
United.
been on United Airlines.
But have you had any delays or interruptions?
I have not.
So
I
you
have
just
not.
had to threaten to never use them
Yeah,
again.
I just have to yell it into the universe and be like, you know what?
I'm never using you.
So this was the earliest we've ever gotten to the show because
Yes.
Katie and Nathan taught on Thursday, so we got it on Wednesday.
Sorry if you guys can hear the lawnmower in the background.
The gardener's here. We
The
usually
gardener's
okay.
here.
So let's talk about the fact that it is Monday.
Mm-hmm.
We all arrived home. The three of us arrived home at 11 p.m. last night, and we all went to work at 8 a.m. You had the day off, right?
I had the day off. Well, I was editing.
Oh, that's right.
I was editing the after show episode. Let us know how you liked that, by the way.
Yeah.
Last week's episode. It was something new we did, and it was a lot of fun to do. So let us know if you appreciate that.
Great editing, by the way. I like
Thank
the
you.
way you added in their little clips and everything. I thought that was awesome.
Thank you so much.
So I thought you guys were gonna be like, Nathan, that was the worst. We never want to do it again.
Well, okay, we'll get to it when we get to it. Okay. So
Yeah. So Wednesday, I landed probably around like 8:30ish.
well, I guess technically you landed after us, but
Yeah, that is true. That
but
is
you
true.
left before us.
I left before you guys, and then I had a layover in Chicago. Got there around 8, checked in, and just laid on the bed the entire time.
Yeah,
the rest
because
of
you
the
flew
evening.
straight into Harrisburg.
Yes. Yeah.
So we flew straight, so we didn't have a layover, but we flew into Washington D.C., which is about 2.5 hours away from the venue, because it was significantly cheaper, and we brought our children with us this time, so it saved us way more money in the long run to do that. So
Yeah.
it was really cool though because we got to go. It was nighttime by the time we got there, but we went down and looked at like the Lincoln Memorial, and then we just like drove by it.
well, we've never seen it before, so like we've never seen the White House before, so we drove by the White House.
Although
we
you
drove
can't
by,
see the White House. We didn't know that.
Barely.
Well, you could
we seen it in the
you could see
distance
it.
as we were driving
Oh, okay.
But like you can't get as close as I thought you could.
Because it was like late at night or always?
by. I don't know.
No, it's like closed off. It looks like it's closed off.
I
Like
think
you can only walk in.
Probably for safety, you're not allowed to like drive too close.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
So, but we got to kind of like drive by all those like monuments and like, so that was kind of cool because we'd never seen them before.
And they were pretty at night.
They were
all
very
lit up
pretty.
and very nice. So
very patriotic. So that was
America.
fun. And then,
I'm a Groom Team USA.
so, you know, we got in.
Helios.
We got
What are
in,
you doing,
I-
Helios?
He's watching. We got in past midnight, I feel like, by the time we got like everything up. And since we got there early, the setup wasn't, the like dog area setup wasn't ready yet. And
Oh yeah.
we had our dogs. And
It's a secret.
Don't tell anybody.
don't tell anybody,
Don't tell
but
much.
we snuck our dogs in our room just for the night.
Just for
But
one
we
night.
had kennels, so everybody was kenneled. Nobody was out. And to be fair, when we walked up to our room, a dog was barking from another room. So I know
There
we're
was
not
dogs
the
barking
only
in my
ones.
hallway too.
Yeah.
I know we weren't the only ones, but we only did it for the one night. And as soon as the dog holding area opened up, we brought them down, and we were very careful to not let them potty inside.
Yeah.
So, don't report us.
But so we basically just went to bed that night, and we got up in the morning and
We slept in a little, which was
Yeah.
nice. We never
Rare.
get to
It's
sleep.
It was
in.
honestly very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We woke up and I think it was like 9, and I'm like, what the hell?
And then we
But,
went.
so 9 there, but for us it's 3 hours
6.
earlier, so
It's
it was
6
6
a.m.
So
for
our
us.
bodies are normally like, it's 6 a.m. It's time to go to work.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
first night, I think I texted one of you guys.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
you were like, I can't stay up any longer.
Yeah, and then I woke up. I slept for like almost 12 hours that night.
Asshole.
It
No, I'm
felt
just
so
kidding.
nice.
I'm just kidding.
It felt so nice.
Yeah, and we had breakfast, which is like we never
Yeah,
get to eat like proper meals.
Did you guys go to
so-
Stacks?
Yeah.
No,
we went to
the grill or whatever, the
Fire
fire,
and Grain.
whatever.
Oh, they do breakfast?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good too.
Oh.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, and we
I know
got
they did
enough,
breakfast.
we got up early enough to like go down and have breakfast and finish our PowerPoint.
Because there's nothing like procrastinating.
Like a Jet 2 holiday. I think you were going to say that.
We had like all the words and everything done. Katie had it all done, but we had to like do the pictures and
Yeah, we just had to like add the photography.
Okay, well, speaking of your presentation.
Yeah, so we did our class. This was we've done full day seminars for people before, but this was our first 4-hour like Barkley class. So we
200 people were there.
Over.
we were a little nervous, right? Because like 4 hours is a long time to hold somebody's attention. But we had 3 dogs. We had a poodle, we had a Shih Tzu, and we had a standard Schnauzer. So I thought it was a really good class. I really enjoyed it. It was start to finish. So like we talked about customer service and like prep work, and then like corrective grooming and different things to really like give you a leg up in your everyday pet grooming. So I thought it was really good. I mean, people seem to really enjoy it. Hopefully we'll get back all of our surveys and people will have.
The only
Liked
thing
it.
like is we clipped this Schnauzer. It was a standard Schnauzer, and it had like this really nice wire coat. And as I was clipping it, I'm like, oh, I just felt bad about it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny though. I bumped into the breeder either later that day or the next day, and she said it was the exact same dog we used the previous year.
Oh wow.
So I thought that was
I thought it
funny.
was.
We thought it was,
Yeah.
and we were like, is this?
Well, that lady, I bumped down to her in the holding area, and she provides a lot of the dogs for not only the demos, but for competition.
Yeah. So
So-
very nice of her.
Yeah. So,
And it was a beautiful dog, very well behaved, very pretty. But yeah, I thought the class went really well. It was really fun. It was funny though, because we had 3D printed like all of these keychain goodies. And we were planning on like passing them out like
I have
throughout the
one,
weekend.
this is a failed one.
That was a failed attempt, yeah.
But if you guys are watching this,
I don't know how many we printed out, but like we didn't know how many people would come to our class. And we had AGP ones,
Probably
and then
like 60 maybe.
at least. And we had like special like Katie and Nathan ones too. And we're like, oh, we're gonna like hand these out all weekend. And then we're like, oh, if some people want them at the class, like thanks for coming, have a little goodie. And they were gone within like seconds.
Gone.
Like every single one of them.
I
And we
think-
were like, oh my God.
Tell
I felt a little bit bad because some people didn't get one.
Yeah. If you guys tell me if you got one and if you liked it, the little keychain, the AGP one, and if you didn't, I'll try to make a lot more next time for the next show we're at.
Well, we didn't. I like 100% did not expect to have over 200 people in our class. Like
Especially not on a Thursday.
we walked
Yeah.
in, and I was like, oh my God, this is a really big classroom. Like I don't think that like we're only gonna have a couple rows with people in it. Like it's gonna look empty in here. But then suddenly like the whole place was full, and I was like, oh my God.
well, when I came back, I stepped in at the end for the last like 30 minutes, and it was full. I was sitting all the way in the back. So.
Yeah. So it was very cool. Thank you for everybody who attended. I hope that you enjoyed it. We really tried to work hard on it. What are you doing?
I'm just messing around with.
And while you were doing that, I met Robbie, who graciously oh, talking hard. Hey, it is hard.
podcast. No, okay, go.
But anyways, Robbie, he met us and he had brought us a bunch of crates for our dogs. So
Yeah.
I helped him set up and get all his stuff in.
He brought lots
And
of stuff. He brought snackies.
He brought me
drinks.
Coca-Cola. I was gonna say
He's
Coke.
the sweetest. He'll message and be like,
And-
"What do you need? What do you need me to bring?" He brought us shampoos and sprays and the whole nine.
So Robbie, he brought me Coke. He's like, bottles or cans? I was like, it doesn't matter. He brought me both. And chips and everything. He was so sweet. And so I got the dogs all set up, got their crates in, got the water and stuff. And me and the kiddos and
me.
and Juan, we
After
Lindsay,
he woke up,
Yeah. After he woke up from his nap, we went and had lunch with Lindsay Dickin at a local brewery. And Owen fell in love with her little mini Dotson.
a wire
course.
dachshund.
Little wire hair Dotson, little mini. Her name is Libby, and she is so cute. I actually
Yeah.
have an adorable picture of him and her. And I have one of his old too, because she also fell in love later.
So we gave him the stamp of approval. If he wants a wire dachshund, he can have one.
I mean,
Nice.
you did.
Would you make him get a standard? Because I know you
No.
like him better.
No,
No.
I don't care.
I don't think they're as competitive, but if he wants to compete with one, maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a dog he can compete with.
He could learn to hand strip that.
He's old. Picked the dog though.
Well,
yeah.
she switched up what she wanted.
Yeah, she
Well-
did originally want a Borzoi, and I'm like,
or
no.
a collie.
No,
a
she
rough
was on
collie.
she was on a collie kick for a minute.
She wants either or, but
Was she?
one of the dogs that I managed to snag for Nathan this weekend was another Irish setter.
Yeah, and it was beautiful.
She was so
She was very beautiful.
and these old, I was watching these old move with her. She's like, I would go out there to check on the dogs, and she'd have the Irish, and she's like running around with it and like.
Oh yeah, she was like
exercising it.
effortless with that setter.
She was exercising her, and so she was running up and along the grass patch. And yeah, she would.
They look
the
good
dog
together.
really moved pretty. And I said, "Oh, if you want one of these, you have to move fast in the ring. They
Mhm.
they have this beautiful glide,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she had it down.
Oh, when she was like lapping in that play thing.
Yeah.
So pretty.
She would just take her, and he's
Yeah,
would
like
just
she's
be
floating.
like, "Hey, I want to take this dog out for a walk," and we're like, "I mean, sure, just don't lose it," And she'd just be out there running for like 20 minutes while we're talking with that dog. So I was like, "Psh, "You want an Irish setter?
Well,
Stamp of approval."
Keep in mind too, our daughter's very experienced.
Very
with
experienced
dogs.
with dogs.
So we're not just like here.
She's 10 years old, number one, so she's not like super young. And she's been around big dogs her entire life. She knows how to handle a dog. She's also grown up with Scotties, so she knows about keeping them next to her and not letting them run up to other people or dogs. So she's not dumb. She's very dog savvy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let her take this dog out if I actually thought she'd lose it.
Yeah. But yeah, we went out to lunch at a brewery. It was dog friendly. So Lindsay had her 2 competition dogs because the person who was bringing her kennels didn't have them ready for her yet. And I brought Tallulah out. And then when we were sitting outside, it started pouring rain.
Oh yeah, we were
Like torrential downpours.
there was a private party too that had like a special like outdoor area, and it started pouring all over them.
So did they
pouring,
have to
pouring.
like run in? Did everyone?
I don't
or
know.
did they stay out?
I don't know. We were kind of off to the side at that point.
Yeah.
But
That might be. I'd be interested in just staying and having a meal in the pouring rain. Like I wonder what that'd be like.
Well,
What's your food like?
we were under
Soggy?
we were under like a covering for us, and I think they had a covering.
Oh, did
but
they?
I think it might have been like vines and stuff.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it wasn't like ours was like a metal tin roof kind of thing, so it was kind of cool. But the kids and us were like, "Wow!" And Lindsay's like, "It's just rain," but we're like, "Where we come from in California, we get like drizzle, and we're like, oh my god, rain!"
Yeah.
But she's like, "This is like 3 p.m. in Florida every day," and we're like, "Oh, okay." But,
Sorry, the rain is so special to us.
but it was actually kind of cool. So
Yeah.
But the good news is I was gonna take the kids to the botanical gardens, but I was like talking to Juan and he didn't want to go because he didn't want to be outside.
Yeah,
I was like in the long run, I was like, it's good we didn't go. 'Cause
Yeah.
we just would have been.
She
sitting
was
there
like, "You want to go to the garden?" I was like, "Is it indoors?" She said no. So I said no.
it was so humid.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's always humid out there. It's never not.
You know something I really thought was cool was all the cicadas.
Yeah, they're
I
cute.
really like the
They're-
sound they were making. Like
They're really cuter than I thought they were too. They got like these eyes that are like on this.
They're big ol' eyes.
They're like
yeah.
kind of like a hammerhead. They're like faces like this, and then they have their eyes like right here. But they're kind of cute.
But they don't look, yeah, but it doesn't look like a hammerhead like it's separate. It's like rounded.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Yeah. But I mean the first day was nice and then there was the internet mingle and that was really cool.
It was hopping, and
That was the busiest I'd ever
Yeah.
seen.
yeah, it was like packed the whole time.
And the most prizes I've ever seen.
there
Wait,
was
which
a
one was the
ton.
internet mingle? Is
It was
that the one?
first
The first night.
Is that the one with the
With all the tickets.
Oh, okay, yeah, the raffle.
With
Yeah, the
all
raffle,
the
yeah,
tickets.
yeah.
Okay, so I bought $100 worth of raffle tickets because I love a good raffle and it goes to a good cause. And Milena Khan had gotten a ton of items donated.
Yeah.
And I put them in the thing and I put my name on them, but you had to be present to win. But then I stopped and I went to right next door to the groom team meeting. And they said the girls who were like in the line with me buying tickets, they're like, oh, they called your name like 4 times
So
for like 2 pairs of
sad.
scissors and some clippers. And I was like, man, someone else got them. I
So
mean,
sad. Yeah.
I mean, it's always cool to win stuff, but I didn't really need them anyways.
Yeah. I'm really curious
That
to find
sucks, though,
out like
$100.
how much money the internet mingle like raised.
Yeah.
you
Well, she
know?
said she'd post it or let everybody know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she said she'd
that's what I
post
mean.
numbers.
I'm
Yeah.
curious like when she tallies the numbers.
I'm curious for money raised versus money donated, like in products.
in product?
Like, do
Yeah.
you think it made more money than
yeah, I'd
the
be
value
curious.
of the products?
Yeah.
I would love to know just because I'm curious. But and then after the groom team meeting, we we did a funny photo shoot with a bunch of other social media people. And so that is going to be turned into a calendar, actually. So everybody look out for it. And that is going to be another thing that the Pet Stylist Relief Fund is doing to help raise money. So these calendars are actually going to be going to a good cause. So
I did feel like a lot. They're like, Nathan, get in this sus position. Now get in this.
That's
sus
because
position.
Now
you're-
bend over and cough.
Yeah. Then they're
'cause
like,
you're-
make out with fucking what's his name? And I'm like,
Charles.
yeah, I'm like,
Okay, but you did it, right?
yeah.
Because they
It was
told
pretty
you.
funny. It was
They
like,
knew you would do it
They
because
knew
you're
you did.
comfortable with
the
yourself.
stare was so funny.
Now look lovingly into each other's eyes, and immediately you guys were like locked in.
Yeah.
But then it only lasted for like 10 seconds. And they're like,
Before they started laughing. Now Kiev.
Kiss.
but that was great. Being behind the scenes, it was well worth it. I just sat
Well, I
there
think
and
we
I
got
made
a
videos.
lot of like videos, right?
I made a
Like,
bunch of videos because them getting in the position and laughing and being them squishing each other and trying to make towers of people, and the people on the bottom like,
I love how open everybody was. Like no one said no to a single pose.
Yeah.
No, it's like, okay, now put each other's hands into your butt pockets, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, okay. Now jump into this person's lap, and okay.
nobody,
now
nobody
lay
was
on top
like,
of this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody was like, ew, or like, no
Yeah.
homo.
We don't want
or-
to give away too many poses, or they don't, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
it was a spectacle for sure.
It was,
was fun.
very entertaining to watch.
People
really-
were walking by like, what is happening in there?
Well, I stood up and I was standing there, and this girl was like, all my favorite people are in this room, and they're doing all the like, what is happening in here? I want to come in, and I was like, you can't, it's not like you can't
Right? Yeah.
walk in, yeah.
Check
But it was a good
out.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
that was-
fun. And that was pretty
fun.
much all we did that day, right? Like,
Well, we went to
I
the
also-
mingle afterwards and had some drinks. Actually, quite a few of our viewers.
Yes.
I had 2 or 3 drinks from viewers.
Yes.
They bought me a drink, and I don't really drink, and I was like, okay.
I was so surprised. I was like, Kat, are you drinking now?
Well,
no, she's an alcoholic. No, I'm
I'm
just
not.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
but I was like, oh, I'm done, right? I had like the one can of like it was like a cocktail beer, and I actually liked it.
let any dogs out because the gardener's here.
But anyways, I had one drink that we had bought, and I drank that, and I was like, oh, I'm done, right? And I had a little buzz, and I was like, I'm good. And then someone came up to me, she's like, oh, she asked me if I wanted a drink. I said, oh, no, I'm done for the night, right? And then she's like, oh, he gave me 2 on accident. Do you want one? And I was like, okay.
Well, you're gonna twist
And
my
then-
arm.
I
I
think
I
she's a
guess.
liar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this other girl's like, take a shot with me. And I was like, okay. I was like, I don't think they do shots,
What'd
but
you
they
take a shot of?
tequila.
Oh my
Right
god.
on.
And that was hard. I almost throw up for that. I was like,
Nicole-
"Ugh."
Yeah, because Nathan and I took a couple shots before that too, and then the girl was like, "I'm gonna buy shots." I was like, "Go to that bartender."
Yeah.
Well,
They're not shots. They're
Oh.
neat.
they're
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah.
They're
Tequila neat.
Tequila neats.
Tequila
because they
neats.
weren't allowed. But then the
Shots.
girl, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but she's like,
She was drunk.
she was drunk,
Yeah.
but
No, you were drunk.
You-
I was
Yeah.
drunk. We were both drunk, me and her. And then the boss came up behind him, the bartender, while he was pouring us these tequila neats. and we kept saying shots, and he's like, "No, they're not."
You're just
I was
getting
like,
him in trouble.
I was like, "Oh my god, we're kind of in trouble." That I felt so bad.
Her name was Kelly.
Kelly.
Kelly, yeah.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yes, thank you, Kelly.
But it was a fun night.
Super
And I
fun.
did wear a pair. I did win a pair of earrings, little poodle earrings. So,
Are you super curious about what you would have won?
yeah, but
Womp womp.
it doesn't matter. I probably
Yeah.
just would have redonated it because that's what I do with stuff.
To
That
me,
well, depending what it was, right?
I bought a ticket to the Groom. You know how Groom Team
Paradise.
always has the raffle for the canine dryer.
yeah, I bought one of those too.
I bought one of those tickets, but I was like, if you win it, just redonate it.
Yeah, I tend to get things in raffle and then redonate them because I usually do it to our club for their raffles.
oh okay.
So that because there's a lot of stuff I don't need, but I like to support, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
what
you and Danica do too, right? You're like, anytime you
How-
win
yeah.
something, you
it's
just
like a rifle.
redonate
It's
it.
a raffle recycling.
Well, yeah, usually
Like-
for our like the last few years for our Scotty Club, we've done grooming equipment. So like it'll be like brushes, shampoos, and I'm like, I already have these brushes because I already bought them for myself. I'm a dog groomer. So I just put them back in so that the next one we don't have to spend more club money and I can
Recycle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm not using it. It's unopened. So I'm like, I don't need this.
Yeah, so that's what I usually do. I will just recycle my
Yeah.
raffle items, but that's a double benefit, right? Because
Mhm.
you're supporting this organization and supporting this organization.
Yeah. It was a good night.
Yeah,
It
was
was
fun.
a
It
very
was a
good
very
night.
good first day. Like the energy for Hershey was high, even from the beginning.
Super
from
high.
that, everyone was having a good time. What happened the next day, right? We went to sleep, but what was the next day?
What was the
Was
next
we
day?
competed.
It was wired.
Wire.
Or
Wire.
was sporting.
Not you.
So yeah, I did wire again.
You got to stop. Katie let me sleep in and she just snuck out again. You got to stop doing that because I wake up in a daze and I do not know what the hell's happening.
I woke you up this time when I was leaving and I was like, just get ready and come down.
Yeah.
But like, I can't wake you up early enough. It only takes me a couple minutes. So
But
I don't want to
when
wake
you
you
wake
up.
up and you look at the time and you're like 6 o'clock and then you close your eyes and open your eyes back up and it's like 6:30.
Yeah.
But the-
Like, oh
So
shit,
for me-
it's time warping.
For me, the thing is I can be ready in 10 minutes and it takes you a half an hour at least,
Yeah.
minimum. So I'm not going to wake you up a half an hour early.
My hair just doesn't happen.
No, I know, but my point is like I'm not gonna wake you up earlier than I need to be up because I need my sleep.
Well, also
True
you're also not going to be we only have one bathroom, so I try to stagger our wake ups because that way the people can brush their teeth and go potty or shower or do whatever you need.
And
So-
we let the kids sleep in and so I did wire again though, and I was really, really happy with the work I did. I thought she looked even better than Super Zoo, so I'm really happy with my growth. I didn't get a placement again, which is totally fine. All the dogs that won were incredible.
a lot of them too.
Yeah, and there was
But
a
you
good
know,
amount.
I think that was the best trim you put on her yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's my
I'm-
point.
I
Is
think-
like I'm improving, and I'm really proud of how I've evolved. And I'm like seeing all these details come together, and like every time I do it, I'm a little bit more comfortable. Although I will say I don't know if it was just like lack of sleep or what it was. But I did like initially in the beginning, I was kind of like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And like, whereas in last time I was like super calm. And then by the end, I felt better about everything. But like initially, like the first hour, I was like, I just
Initially.
don't want to be done. Like, I want to be done. I don't want to do this. What if I walked out of here right now?
You know what
I
it
don't
is?
know why.
I think it's two things. One, I didn't come down until after Sally break. So
That's it.
that was the first
Yeah.
hour, so I was missing. And two, the playlist was on point.
Yeah,
The second hour, the playlist
yeah.
was on point.
Yeah. I saw
was
Katie like, yes,
dancing.
Katie was like dancing. I was like, okay, Katie's like
singing.
feeling it now. Yeah.
Robbie was also dancing. So something I got to do was I got to do commentary with Kelsey Ann.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was super fun.
Yeah, so after Sally break, the last hour, me and Kelsey we chatted about terriers.
On Groomer
on
TV.
Groomer
On
TV,
Groomer
yeah.
TV.
So is that Kelsey? She's doing that like all
That's
the
her
time
gig now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
I think
That'd
it's
be
fun.
scary.
I think it's really nice. And Robbie got a placement though, so we're super happy for our friend that he got a wire placement.
and Stephanie.
And Stephanie got a placement as well.
She got a placement too. So, very proud of our friends.
And the wire fox was beautiful that Jessica did.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah.
always does a beautiful
There was
job.
a lot of wire foxes, and there was just a lot of variety. Totally. I mean, sometimes there's just like seas of something, like a Westie or whatever. But this one, there was Lakeys, and there were Welshes, and there were standard Schnauzers
Sealies.
and Sealies. Yeah, there were 3 Sealies. There were 3 wire hair Dachshunds. It was just really cool to see all the variety of hand strip dogs out there. They're not all terriers. That was like Dachshunds or hounds, but it was very cool to see such variety. I really enjoyed it. It gave us a lot to talk about because the variety in like different shapes, like so many different head shapes. The blockheads, the Westie with the round head, and it was just really cool. I enjoyed that.
Terrier is a very diverse group.
Yeah. Every groomer knows the right equipment makes all the difference. That's why I trust Aeolus. From high-powered dryers to ergonomic tables and tubs, Aeolus designs tools that keep both pets and groomers comfortable. But it's not just grooming. Aeolus also makes incredible show equipment for handlers and breeders, and even veterinary gear trusted by professionals worldwide. Their products are built to last, easy to clean, and designed to make your workday smoother. Whether you're in the salon, at a dog show, or working in a vet clinic, Aeolus has equipment you can depend on. Visit aeoluspet.us because great tools means great results. And so then in the afternoon was sporting, and so you did the Irish setter that we talked about. You
Her
didn't
name
get
was
a
Felicity.
placement, but
I was proud of what I did though.
I thought you did beautiful work. It was a dog you had never met before. She didn't have quite the underline like the dog you did at Super Zoo, which is just typical of a bitch anyways, and she's young.
Something though that I noticed afterwards, like, is one side of the furnishings was lower than the other, and was more in a proper spot. The other side wasn't. I'm sure because it was offside and it wasn't show side. And like I stripped that down first, and the judges didn't see it, and that made the biggest difference on the dog. So I wish I would have like waited for them to be looking before I took that line down, because that was like the biggest change that happened on that dog. And I like just did it first off, and like so they wouldn't even know because it was on the opposite side of the dog, right? It's okay. I was so happy with it.
She is she's like this beautiful red. Her name's Felicity. And someone transported her for us, and we got.
Yeah, so thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Bethany. We really appreciate it. She came through for us last second, so we really appreciate that transport. But yeah, she was a really fun dog. She was really easy to take care of. Beautiful, beautiful dog. We're super grateful to the person who lent her to us. And then that night was the masquerade ball. So that was really fun. That was, in my opinion, the best attended and the best dressed party that we've ever been to for this event.
For sure. I mean, I didn't dress up. I had a mask.
You had a
And that
mask.
was
Yeah,
it.
but it was still a mask. You still wore a mask.
But I was actually telling Ronnie, I was like, I don't know if it's because, well, the theme was a great theme.
Great theme.
But then also everyone was so well dressed. Like, sometimes it's like people can go like the tacky route or like the costumey route, but everyone was like elegant and
Yeah.
everyone had their masks, and it just felt like a ball. Like,
And nobody
it felt,
knew who we were. No,
Yeah, a mystery. And it was a really fun party.
it was a
it
really
was
fun
super,
party.
super fun.
I could have, the one critique I had for it though is they could have done maybe just a couple less Pitbull songs. I don't mind Pitbull, right? But like I swear it was like a theme for the whole show, right?
Yeah, the whole
They
weekend.
played
Yeah,
so much Pitbull. And I like,
Maybe he's.
I
from
mean, he's
Hershey,
okay, but
Pennsylvania.
damn, like
I
they
mean,
were,
he is Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide.
oh,
Yeah.
damn. Yeah, started from the bottom.
No, he's at the
Dale.
top. But I did wish they played like one or two of the Cool Bridgerton songs. Just like I know they're slow, but I think
that would have been fun.
It would have fit
yeah.
the theme, and I would have enjoyed it. But
That would have been fun. But
I wanted them to play more EDM.
I think EDM would have been awesome. But I think the funniest part of the night is like we got there and we'll have to like post a few pictures of like our outfits and like I hear, my name be called and I turn around and it's Blake and I see what he's wearing and I immediately just start laughing because he has almost the same outfit as Nathan does. And then I'm like,
the
hey,
same
Blake.
exact vest.
I'm like, hey, Blake, look over there. And he turns and looks at Nathan and he's like, you bitch. Like, you stole my outfit. And I was dying because, like,
How many people do you think they coordinated that?
yeah, well, because
But they did
it
not.
100% was not coordinated.
Well, I even bought all the pieces separately
right, in an attempt to
because so
be
that way
unique.
it'll be unique, right?
And it wasn't like 100% the
And
same,
he's
but
like, I did the
enough.
same thing. He did the same exact thing. So funny.
Same style, same, yeah.
Oh, you
so-
both look great though.
And you got
Yeah.
some
That's
nice,
a good- it was
cool
a good
pictures
costume.
together.
Yeah.
So
we
pretty
did.
funny. But no, I mean, it was a great night. We stayed until they shut the place down.
Yeah.
I
So
mean-
many people
Like
came
we
up
do.
to us. We gave out so many bracelets at the
Yeah.
party. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Something I'm glad they did this year was last year the floor was raised and it's the dance floor.
Uh-huh.
And I'm glad they brought it down. I mean, it was still a little raised, but nothing. Last year it was like good 4 or 5
Well, it
inches.
was like the plexiglass and it was like a light up flooring.
yeah, which was cool.
Yeah.
But I was like, this and drunk people.
It probably
Yeah.
got broke or someone
Yeah.
hurt
Or hurt
themselves on
themselves.
Well,
it.
that's why I did not dance last year because I like got up and I felt a little something and I was like, oh,
Yeah, it had
I
a bit
think
of
there's
a
weight
give,
limit
too.
on
Yeah.
this little thing. But this year it was just the wooden.
Yeah.
I was like, so I was
So I
dancing.
also heard there was a fight at that party, but I did not see it.
We were there the whole
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
and I didn't hear or see any fight. So I don't
Okay,
know though.
so-
That's just what they said was that there was 2 people fighting,
Okay,
and they had
wait.
to drag them out.
I'm standing there, and then Yo and Jay Batista like grab me. I think it was them, right? They,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They
It was
grab
them.
me and like pull me in like a conga line, and I'm like right on, and I'm in it, right? And we're like going full force, and we all like there's like how many of us? Maybe like 60, right?
Yeah, there was a lot.
And
There
then
was
we-
a long train. Yeah.
The train is unstoppable, and then it just smashes right into this guy holding a drink, and he goes, "What the fuck?" And then this line is just like we're just
Just like
plowing into him.
disperse. Oh God.
Oh my God.
He's like, "What the hell?" And he's like, his drink spills, and like,
Okay. Also, but
I don't think it
Maybe
was
that's where the
that,
fight
though.
started.
okay, but who was behind you because they were on you? I saw, and they were like,
No, I
oh
think
my
okay.
god, who was it?
I don't know, but someone was really.
Was
it was a guy.
It was.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I didn't feel nothing. Good, damn,
Nathan.
good thing I didn't think about it, huh?
Nathan
That
was
was my
drunk.
first thought though. Was like,
Nathan
oh, for
was
someone who doesn't
drunk.
want to come off as gay, that's a little gay.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was, but I was like,
And then I did like there was a, what is it called when they put the pole and you got to go under it?
Limbo.
Limbo.
Yeah,
Where
they-
was Limbo?
What the fuck?
It was probably
Maybe
like
next to the fight that we didn't see.
it was probably about literally like 2 feet from you guys. So like it just opened up out of nowhere.
we were just dancing.
Yeah, and then I'm going under it, right? I'm like going, and then I'm the first fucking one, and everyone's watching me, and I start bending over, and my knees give out, and I just flop onto my back, and I'm like, oh, get
like
up,
a turtle.
yeah. I start to bend down, and I immediately just fall down. It was hilarious.
I'm simultaneously sad I didn't see this and happy I didn't see this.
I
at the
just
same time.
got up and walked away. I was like, yeah, that was great, guys.
Thanks for that, motherfuckers.
Left in embarrassment.
But
it
yeah.
wasn't even that low.
Well, you were the first one. It was like
Yeah.
the highest setting.
It was like just all he had to do was go like this.
I was also
Toasted.
maybe 4 drinks in already.
Yeah.
Toasted. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't notice there was a limbo or a fight or.
Well, we were all drinking, so to be fair, yeah, we heard about the fight the next day. We didn't even hear about it that same night.
No, that was a different night. That was Friday night. I didn't hear about the fight because there was another fight later. I didn't hear
That's
about
what I
that
mean.
until
I didn't,
Sunday.
I didn't hear
groomer-
about it until the next day.
But there was also people there from the park. So it doesn't even have to.
Yeah.
I heard
It
it
was-
was a groomer though.
Well, you know how we do.
Well, so when we did go up to our room eventually, remember me and you? We stopped on the remember it opened on the second floor, and there was a
There was like a security guard.
and they were like, "We're ejecting them from the hotel. We're holding them here." And like we were like, "Do
it
we
was
stay?"
It was 2 groomers. I don't want to like. Say, I don't want to. You know.
And we were like, "Do we stay? Like, do we stay and watch?"
Like,
And then
this is
like
our
the door
floor.
starts closing, and we're like, "Nah, we shouldn't stay."
We're like
Okay,
locked
but did you
eyes
know?
with them.
No, we don't know who they were.
Oh.
I don't know who they are. No.
They weren't like somebody we recognized, but they were wearing like badges. So
Yeah.
I do think it was groomers.
But that could have been from something else too. It didn't have to. I mean, but it was something.
But it was that same night.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
true.
heard somebody just got super drunk and like belligerent and like got into a fight. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, the party was lit. We went to bed super late again.
Yeah, I think I got a whole 3 hours that night.
And then because then the next morning is all other purebred. So I feel like that is a category that takes longer to prep for. Like wired, in my opinion, just isn't a very long prep for the most part.
Yeah, well, I had to wash my whole dog. You had washed the Carrie before the party.
Yes, I did. I always wash my Carrie the night before and let the back coat air dry for the Marcel.
But then you get up to rewash.
But
the
then
legs.
I redo my legs and face in the morning, which we're super grateful. Catherine Dixon loaned us one of her dogs, and she grew out a lot of coat for us.
She was supplied a lot of dogs for this weekend.
She did, yeah. She's wonderful. Great Carrie breeder. So we were super grateful.
Well, it makes me happy that you trusted me with one of her because
says
like
It's her best dog.
yeah, you know how a breeder will have all these dogs and they'll have like the one.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if she's the one or whatever, but it was one of her ones that she, is
Like competes
important.
with
But
herself.
she's very
Yeah.
pretty, very pretty dog.
So she gave me a really
And
pretty
she
dog.
was so sweet.
Yeah,
Like,
she was
just
super
the
sweet.
sweetest dog.
I was trying to get her to pee that night
Oh,
when
yeah,
I went
she would
down.
not
I went
pee.
down after the party to pee the dogs, and she just would not pee. She just wanted to like cuddle with me, basically. She just kept like jumping up at me and like. And by the way, I didn't tell you this, but I was still in my masquerade dress, and then Neptune peed on me.
Nice.
He had peed on me the day before too. I was like,
Dude, he likes you, I guess. He's
I was
like-
gonna say he's never
like
peed
this
on
bitch is
anybody
mine.
else.
yeah. I was like, dude,
I don't think he's ever peed on anybody
I know.
except for Kat twice now.
twice
He's
in
like,
the same
I
weekend.
love you.
He peed on me one of the other days when we were just walking around. I'm
But
like,
I'm
So-
sorry.
So you got up extra early to prep your Bashan.
yeah, because she, I had bathed her before we left, but she was really hairy, and she usually gets mats on her around her neck, especially when she's being walked on a collar a lot. So she actually didn't have that many, but I got up early and prepped her, and I also wanted to be able to give her a little downtime just to relax before, because she's more of a nervous Nelly than Lumi is. And this is the first time I used her in a competition. Ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, someone else
Ashley's
has used her.
No,
Yeah.
Ashley's used her, but this is the first time I ever used her. So it's just different, when you're used to grooming it. I mean, I've groomed her before, obviously. But
How'd she do for you?
she was good on the table, yeah. And it's funny, she's better for drying her face in new places than she is at home. Like in
Oh,
the home
good.
salon, she's really naughty for her face.
'Cause
But
there's an audience.
Here, yeah. But at like competition, she's better. But yeah. So you got up and prepped your carry. It was hopping down there that morning.
Well, Katie got up and started prepping it, and did I get up at the same time?
No.
Yeah, I came down and I'm like,
I let you sleep because again, like, I don't know. You take longer than me to get ready.
oh, I
so-
get down there
takes
and I start helping with my dog.
No, he came down and he did come down. So
Thanks,
like I bathed the legs and I blow dried him most of the way, and he got down when it was time to hot dry, which I was grateful because
I hate hot dry.
hot dry. Number one, it was hot down
Hot.
there. It was really hot and humid, and then because she had grown so much coat out, doing the hot drying and brushing was like really hard. So like being able to take turns being the brusher or being the dryer was really nice, because if I had to do it all myself, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
I really dislike hot drying. It's my least favorite thing. Just because it makes you so hot, and you have to get in like weird, awkward positions and get the dog in the right position. And like I didn't have anyone to hold it or anything, so I was doing both, and it's just really awkward. And I just don't like hot drying.
Yeah. But I mean, everybody got prepped in time. Everybody got up. How did you feel about your groom?
I really liked my groom, but this was the largest intermediate class I've ever competed against.
I think there was like 14,
No,
right?
16.
Okay, yeah, 16.
Because there were people scattered around because there were people waiting to get in. So there was like they put 2 on the edge that I didn't count originally, and then Marcia was right behind me, and she was intermediate. They were just kind of sporadically spread around, other than our row, and so there was a lot of intermediate competitors. And Judy Hudson was my judge, And like I said, this is the first time I've ever done Tallulah in competition, and she had a lot of coat because I meant to groom her before, like 5 weeks before, which I normally do, 5 to 6 weeks, and I just didn't get the chance to do it because just a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
So she was really hairy. She had a last groomed in Pasadena. And so I groomed her, and I was really happy with it. But she said she really liked it. Nice finish work, nice profile. She just wanted a little more. She wanted me to put a little more product in her hair because it was kind of floppy from being so long for so long. So it was kind of flopping. And she said just a little better finish on the top and a little more off above her eyes. But overall, I was happy with that critique. But there were a lot of good groomers in that group.
How'd you do?
Well, let me paint a scene a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So I walk in, and next to me is Jessica Daltrey, and she's doing the carry she won Worlds with. She got a Best in Show at Groomania with, so I was like, fuck. And then on the other side of me,
you've never beat her carry to carry.
yeah, and then on the other side of me down the way is Nadia Bongelli, the number one like groomer on this side of the planet. And so I was like, oh, shit.
One
And I
Lindsay
had a
was back.
Lindsay was back, and then I had a dog I've never groomed before. I just met that morning, so
with like dinner plate for legs.
yeah. And but then so I'm like assessing the dog.
She's
and
pretty.
At the last moment, I've been all year setting the pattern in with clippers to speed me up. But in the last moment, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hand scissor the whole thing. And
very typical Nathan. Like every time we teach a class, he's like, hey guys, do you want to see me clipper this dog? Or would you rather me hand scissor it? And then they're all like, hand scissor it. And he ends up just like hand scissor. And then he's like,
yeah.
I
So
don't know why.
I'm grooming the dog and I'm freaking out. I just had a Celsius, so I'm like extra freaking out. And we get the Sally break and I'm not done with the jacket. And I've never been that fucking far behind.
I looked at the dog because we do Sally break at the same time. I'm like, oh my God, Nathan. You have so much work. I didn't say anything to him, but I was
looking around at the other dogs and I was like, wow, all these other dogs look way more finished than mine. And I was like,
well, also,
how do I've never computed that, but I was never that far behind. And I was like, shit, I got to lock in.
You got to like fucking pedal to the metal, scissor like the wind.
Yeah. So
well, and I wasn't there. I was prepping the poodle. And I remember you said after that, like you specifically, because like Jessica Hertog, this was her first open competition and she just won a group 1 from intermediate at All American.
Yeah.
And you were like, her dog looks really good.
I was looking at it. And
I saw him his eyes.
She had already gone over the whole dog, right? So like it looked like she just had to touch it, like,
just clean
test
it up.
it.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, your dog looks good. I was saying, and I was looking at mine. I'm like, fuck, I haven't even touched my dog's legs yet.
I know his legs are still ginormous.
The whole head.
Really? I
Yeah,
didn't
the
know you
whole
were
head-
that far
The
behind.
whole head wasn't done.
Touch the legs or anything.
The legs
I was
weren't
like,
touched.
Oh my
The
God.
judges were probably looking at you like, what the fuck?
So I got back in and I was looking at him. I comb her out and I'm like, I gotta get
While
my
you're
shit
waiting
together.
for them to say time.
Yeah, I gotta get my shit together. So like I put down my chunkers and I just grabbed my straights and I'm like, okay, lock in. And I did the legs, boom, 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 knocked them out. I was really happy with my legs because I remember that's been a problem for me. Like the
last couple grooms, your front legs were a little fuller than your back.
Yeah.
And that was like, as soon as I would walk up and look at your dog, like after time was called and judging was over, I'd be like, fuck, they're just like slightly out of balance. And I kept telling you, you did it 2 times in a row.
So I didn't cut all the way back to the nail this time. Normally I come to the nail and just slice all off. I didn't do that this time. I started and beveled in for all the feet, and I think it was obviously a better outcome. But then, like, time's called, and I'm like, right on, and then they keep. I'm like thinking maybe. I think I'm pretty happy with it, but then they keep going over my dog. Like, they ended up going over my dog 3 times, and I was thinking, oh, that's because they're trying to see who for third or not, right? And they call third, and I'm like, fucking damn it, I didn't get.
Well, it was third was Lindsay. So when you hear Lindsay Dickin get called for third, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, I was like, Jessica Daltrey, Nadia is the next 2. I was like, that's
or
it.
vice versa, yeah.
Yeah, and for number 2, they called me Hooray.
Yeah, we were not. That was one of the biggest classes I've seen in a long time. I know Kat said they had a lot in intermediate, but they had 20 in open.
Yeah, so we had there was 20 competitors.
20 open competitors. Like I
First
haven't
place
seen
went to
that many. All of the purebred had the most, and I haven't been to a show in a while where there was 20 competitors in one group.
Yeah, that was more than Poodle.
More
for
than
open.
Poodle. More
and
than
I'm very happy with myself. I'm very happy with the work I did. I'm very happy. Nadia's dog was perfect.
Of course, she got the first place.
Yeah. So I can't complain. You know, and it was just it was amazing. I got a bunch of points. So happy about that.
You also got the group 2 then.
Yeah, and
right?
then I came in and got the group 2, which I was worried about because group placements have been going out to other people than open, right? So before you'd be like, oh, I got second and open. That means I get locked in for second on.
But yeah,
group,
they've been handing them out to everybody. So
hooray me. Thank you everybody for, thank you Katie for helping me prep my dog.
Yeah.
I think we got to get this train moving
right?
too.
Olga and Terry were your judges.
Olga and Terry, thank you Terry for the placement.
And Olga.
And thank you Olga for the placement. Terry didn't place me for years, and then so now she's like,
well, no,
you got good.
Yeah, she told me just put a groom up.
She said, do a groom that's worth of a placement, and I'll give you one. And so you've done that. Good job.
Thank you, judges.
So that was really nice. And then, so while you were doing all of the purebred, I was prepping your poodle. And so this was your first time competing with a full continental. So I've been growing out Neptune for the last 2 years.
Religiously for the last 2 years.
Because he was in a modern, right?
He was in a like T-trim. And so I've been growing him out from shaved ears and tail, and like it's been a lot of work because I've never been like formally trained to band. So I'm always freaking out that I'm doing an awful job. But you were so freaked out. Nathan was like, I'm going to pull. I don't want to do this. I'm going to look like a fool.
You were going to pull? You wanted to pull?
Yeah, he was going to.
He was talking about not doing it for weeks. He was like,
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
So I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell you guys.
Paint another picture.
Well, I think this
I want to tell you guys
because
this
is
because I'm an educator. I'm a certifier, right? I should know everything. Or I should.
Well, you can't know everything.
Have a good grasp of most things.
We know the basics of a spray up.
And I'll teach a spray up, but the spray up is one of the things that is my weak points, and it has been, right? And it's just something I've always been like scared of competing with it, because if it looks bad, it looks like shit, right? And like,
if you don't do it right, it don't look
and
good.
Teaching in a class and putting up a spray up in front of 20 people is one thing, but doing it in front of and it was mainly because I didn't want to look dumb in front of my peers, right? The other competitors, because, you try your best, and the last thing I want to do is, like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I know what you're saying. You didn't want to look silly in front of everybody.
And this dog is so beautiful, and I am just so happy with the spray. Luckily, the night before, I got an impromptu lesson by Kayla. Thank you so much, Kayla.
It was actually like so helpful listening to her and the way that she explained things. So definitely anybody who's like trying to learn that, she is an incredibly valuable asset to learn from. She knows a lot. I mean, Gavin, her standard poodle is absolutely
and I think
gorgeous.
she has a similar brain, right? She has like a maybe ADHD brain, and it was just clicking with me like it hasn't before. And like, I think it's the trim I'm most proud of. You put a picture up right when it's time, because I was so happy with this spray up. I think it was great. The judges loved it. I didn't get no placement, but I don't even care. I don't care at all. I'm just so happy with the trim. I shit the bed on the shave work. I did bad. I straight up did bad shave work because I was so stressed about the spray up. I was like literally.
It was just like messy.
It's been a long time since I've gone up a competition with a groom I wasn't really confident in. So I was just way in my head.
Right.
And then I half-assed the shave work just so I could have more time to do the spray up. And then by the end, the last 15 minutes, I was kind of fucking around and tweaking this and tweaking that. Like I could have been spent on the shave work.
Well, now you know, and you won't do it again. But that
Yeah,
was your
but I'm
first
just so
time out
happy
with that
it.
trim.
I'm so happy with it. Yeah,
That was your first time out with that trim. So like, I'm really proud of you, and you feel way more confident now after having done it in front of the judges and everybody else.
Oh yeah, I look so good. I am really happy with it. I'm like, when I see it right now, I'm like, watch out. I'm like, because I've always felt pretty confident that Helios has the capability as long as I do a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, oh, as long as if I can nail Neptune's trim, I have a really solid shot at placing. You know, so I'm just happy. I'm happy.
Well, now
I'm
you
a
have
happy
two
camper.
that you can.
Yes.
Yeah, trade.
Yes.
Trade
So I feel
seas.
like next year, and like that's the trim, right? You go to Worlds,
Yeah.
Well, he'll be a lot easier to
you
transport than
do
Helios.
Yeah.
but you do like it's always people doing spray ups, right? It's
Mhm.
Continentals, maybe a saddle or something, or a puppy too, but like, you know, you have to have that big.
Yeah.
Big
So,
hair.
The big
Big
wow.
hair.
Yeah.
I'm really pleased about it. So we got to move on. I want to stop talking about
Well,
it
so-
now. I'm very happy.
But while Nathan was doing that, I got Tallulah a glass table photo, which I've been
Oh, yeah.
wanting, and I never, because he only does them on that side of the country because he has to drive all that equipment around. And she was terrified of the table. It was honestly, it looked like a black abyss. So I get it. So she was like standing on her tips of her toenails, but Ren edited it beautifully, and I'm very happy with it.
Nice.
And so thanks, Ren.
Oh, I forgot.
Ren's amazing.
I forgot. I did commentary during sporting.
Oh, yeah.
I totally brain farted about it with Kelsey Ann. So that was really fun.
Was it scary?
You know, I thought it was going to be, but you know what I think made it better is you don't listen to yourself. You don't wear headphones to
Yeah.
listen to yourself. You're just talking. So like, I don't know, maybe I'll go back and listen and maybe I sound stupid,
I don't want to go back
but
and
I'm
listen.
not going to put myself through that trauma.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do commentary during Poodle, and then Judy Hudson came up to Kelsey, was like, "I want to do Poodle," so I got demoted.
Oh.
But I got to do it for like the first like 10 minutes because Judy was running late. I was like,
Next
okay,
time.
it's fine. Pasadena, it's on.
Damn, she just bumped you like that.
Yeah. But it's like, oh, the judge who judged every other class who wants to do it. It's like, it
Yeah,
makes
you-
sense.
yeah.
Go ahead.
ahead.
The floor is yours,
Yeah.
Judy.
So it makes sense.
Are you relieved a little?
Oh, yes, I was actually.
But
Yeah.
did you have a bunch of people coming up and trying to talk to you?
No.
We did.
You're so famous.
No, not like that. There were like people asking questions,
Oh.
and we're like, "Oh,
Like, we're not here for
this
that.
one lady, I was like, "Oh no, we're doing a live right now." You know, we're like this, and she's like, she kept trying to talk to me, and I was like, "Oh no." You like me and Kelsey were like, "No."
Shoo.
And she just stood there and like stared at us. But then Evan came around.
We're like, we're the wrong people
Evan to the
ask.
rescue.
Yeah.
If you've been grooming for a while, you know not all shampoos are created equal. That's why I reach for Hydra. Their formulas are professional grade, made with high quality ingredients that leave coats shiny, soft, and smelling amazing. Hydra has a full line, everything from deep cleansers to coat-specific shampoos and conditioners, so you can tailor every bath to each dog's needs. Plus, they're super concentrated, which means little goes a long way and saves you money in the salon. Whether you're grooming pets at home or competing on the big stage, Hydra helps every dog look and feel their best. Find Hydra at your favorite distributor.
So after Poodle is the awards dinner, right? So we all had to like rush up and get changed and get in line. Because for anybody who doesn't know, you like buy your tickets, but your seat is not like reserved. Your table is not reserved unless you're like VIP or a
Sponsor.
sponsor. So we had to like wait in line and like run to get a good table, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we did.
We
Second in
did.
line.
We were second.
We're second
and then,
in line.
and then they opened a different door because we specifically asked what door is opening because there was a lady in like a scooter before us, and she's like, "I want to know what door," and they told us that door, and then they opened another
lied.
door down the hall. So,
So
we
then,
weren't-
there shouldn't have even been people on the other side. So I don't even know why they
I
let
don't
people on the
know.
other side.
I don't know. But anyways, we got a good table.
We
So,
still got a good table. We pushed the kids. We made the kids go.
yeah, we're like, you go get in. I was like, don't run, speed walk.
And they ran.
And they ran.
Well, they're
That's
kids.
okay. They're
There was
children.
it was a competition for them too. You know.
But I mean, the dinner was good. I feel like it's the same thing every year.
No,
Actually,
they
this
switched
year
it up. They had shrimp
Shrimp.
instead of
And-
like they've had like a whitefish. The
no,
last
they
couple-
normally have salmon.
Salmon.
Oh, salmon. Okay,
I actually really liked
thought it was
it.
cod.
Yeah.
Big old
No,
giant.
it's
It was
good.
like they're like prawns. too.
Yeah, they were good. But I mean, you know, they did what they normally do, right? Best first timer, which was really cool. Best in show, which is always really fun to watch. So congratulations to those. I mean, Jessica Daltrey won with her wire. And I don't know the name of the girl in first timer, but the Bashan.
She also got a first place. And I was like, when I saw that she got a first place too, and I really liked her trim. She was right behind me. And I was like, oh, yeah, she's a top contender for that.
And
Best
there
first
was
timer.
also the abstract runway, which is really cool to
Abstract
watch.
runway, yeah.
People they're improving a lot.
Stepping up their
like
game.
the designs that came through this year.
There was some really
It was-
fun ones.
yeah.
Because sometimes it's just, like you say, right? Like an abstract design that's not anything. And that's cool. But I did like the abstract designs that had something in it
Yeah.
too, right? Because there was...
Which one is your favorite?
I think the biggest wow for me was when the dog stood up and it was like the leopard or the cheetah.
face.
Because it was like
Yeah.
cheetah printed and stuff, and then it turned up and you could like see the eyes. It was like
That
looking. It was
was-
like like that was fucking
And her
cool.
outfit match.
Yeah.
That one was really cool.
The one
Is
with
that
all the
new?
hearts,
I feel
too.
like
the
that-
hearts
the
was
hearts one I
cool.
like.
Yeah.
I feel like the aspect of seeing the dog side and then all of a sudden revealing a face on the top is like something. Maybe it's been other years, but I've just noticed it this time, right?
Well,
like,
Malena did that too because she did like Medusa, and there was
Yeah.
like a face at the base of the tail.
yeah, well,
So
there
that
was
one was
Medusa,
really
there was the
cool.
spider, there was the
the Black Widow one.
The Black Widow one I really liked,
That
and
one
that
was
got
really
first.
cool.
So
Yeah.
The poodle with like the argyle, like it wasn't like super like swerve, but just it was like everything was so straight and so clean. It was
Yeah.
very crisp. It was nice.
There was really cool ones. I don't know
Yeah.
how they picked. Like very hard to pick.
well, they just so you know, they don't pick right off stage either. They look at
They go
all the
over them
designs
before, yeah.
before and look really detailed.
They already
at
have
the
it
we're not-
picked before they go out on the runway. Our good friend Alyssa got second place, so we're very proud
And
of
the
her.
Black Widow got first, and that was really cool. I like that.
That one was very cool. I really liked that one. And I liked Melena's a lot. She got third with
Yeah,
her
Medusa.
Medusa.
I like that.
I thought that one was
the
super
dinner
cool.
is just so fun. Anybody that's listening to this, like, it's the fanciest thing you're gonna do. I mean, maybe
Well,
not
it
you.
was-
related.
Yeah, maybe not you as like a
Related,
person,
yeah.
but I mean like
as
groomer
an
related.
industry, as an industry, it's like the fanciest thing. Well,
Yeah.
it was really
it's the dog
fun.
grooming Oscars.
I thought it was really cool for us
You get 3
too.
forks.
Three
Right.
forks.
Right.
And I
used the
always
wrong
use
one.
the wrong one. Yeah.
And then the lady called me out. She's like, oh, that's your salad fork. Or
The one
whatever.
on
And I was
top
like,
is salad. The one on the
because she's like, this is your dinner fork.
Yeah.
I had used it for my salad.
they're
I was
like
oh my God.
they're like you idiot.
Well, I thought it was really cool because we had 2 extra seats at our table. So Nim and Hannah sat with us. This was their first Hershey. And that was one of the first classes we taught was at Nim's salon, GP salon. So like for me, that was like really cool because they're so sweet and I really love teaching at their salon.
And they just love the whole
And
like
they were so enjoying this. They were like, this is incredible. Like everything about this is so cool. So it was just nice to like see it through like first timers' eyes again.
yeah.
Because they were just like totally like, oh my God, this is awesome.
She was cute because she was recording like every
So
like announcement and stuff. And I
Yeah.
was like,
I usually say that Vegas is the most fun, but this might have been the most fun I've ever had. Hershey, I think was the
that
most
this
fun.
year Hershey
Yeah.
eclipsed Super Zoo for me this year.
okay, the only thing I like about Super Zoo is the free drink.
That's true. They have more freebies at Super Zoo, but
Okay.
it was still a lot of fun.
But the party, there's 3, right? So
Yeah.
like at Super Zoo, you get the one. I think if you were
They
just to
did
put
too.
party against party, the beach party is still like my number 1. But when it's like the award show
It's different
plus
though.
the
It's
party,
just a different-
I think
yeah.
that over
It's just a
eclipses it.
different vibe.
Yeah.
And if you're not watching, me and Katie are wearing our dresses that we bought.
I had to wear it again. I had to. It's so pretty. And
So the boys wore black and we wore our AGP blue.
I paid enough money for this dress that I was like, I gotta wear it like one more time.
You
'Cause
should wear
I-
it next week too.
I can't. Yeah, right. I can't wear it next year because I already wore it. But so I'm gonna have to wait a few years. But then who knows if I'll be the same size or if it'll be in style? Who fucking knows?
But so we had a good
I love
time.
my outfit too.
But
I like
for-
really. I mean, I wore just a black suit with a black thing, but these like, and I wear these dangly earrings
Blue
and my hair.
accessories.
I was just like, I was feeling myself
You look
hard.
You look sharp.
Yeah, I'd see myself in the mirror. I'd be like, oh shit.
I got my tux or my suit out from last year and I put it on and I was like, not again. Nope.
Well,
So I was comfy.
I mean, I know we already.
Helios.
I know we already released the Barkley afters, but
Just
I
in
mean,
case you didn't listen.
I would like to touch on it again, right?
Yeah.
Like AGP won Best Podcast of the Year for the second time in a row. And obviously Kat had like a very incredible speech, but
And I'm sorry, I breathed so heavy. I was trying.
Well, it
was
your
a combination. I was
feelings.
trying not to cry. I was trying to keep myself on track and not mess up because, you know, I like to say podcast weird. And I was just trying to concentrate. And for those who thought we went over the 2 minutes, we might have, but
only a little bit.
I had timed it before we did it. And it was 1 minute and 54 seconds. But I had to pause for clapping. But thank you for clapping.
It was before they even told us about the 2-minute rule.
Well, they
too.
didn't. They
They
only
didn't tell
announced
us.
it at the beginning. So I mean,
My speech was already written.
yeah. So I mean,
Well, now we know for future.
now we know.
I think
for
you
future.
should all, if you're shooting for less than 2 minutes, you should probably make a speech that's 1 minute to 1.5 minutes, right? Because you're
Yeah.
gonna get up there and be like,
Well, we'll know next year. We'll know for next year. But
Well, yeah, the 2 minute rule was a new thing, but
That was new.
I did like that because the year before some of them did get a little long winded.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to do it as quickly as I could, but I wanted to give the clapping respect.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, like we would not have won this without our listeners.
Of
So
course.
thank you so much to everybody who
This is all-
nominated
thank
us,
you.
Also for
who voted for us, who listen and tune in every week. We love you guys. You are our friends. We appreciate you so much. We wouldn't have this podcast without you guys. I mean, we would
Totally.
probably still make it if nobody listened, just because we
'Cause we
like
love each
chit
other,
chatting. We love each other and we love chit chatting, but we love that you guys love it too, and that makes it so much more special. But I mean, how did you guys feel winning a second year in a row?
You know what?
I was spent the whole time thinking like we're not.
Yeah, because the first year I was like, oh, we came out with the bang, we came out strong. I was a little more confident last year, just because I feel like we made such a splash so early on that I was
Right.
like, we got it, right? But this year, it's like, do people still like us? Do people still care?
Well,
Like,
and we already
you know?
won it once, so then some people might be like, well, they won already. We'll give it to someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, did we get on people's nerves this year?
But I think, like something that really sets us apart is like we really do spend a lot of time planning out what we're going to talk about. We really do try to use the best audio equipment, the best video equipment. Juan spends a long time editing everything to make sure that
much
it
time.
looks great. Like we put in all of the, we put in a lot of work doing the social media posts.
I was gonna say Nathan and his reels. I realized after I wrote it that I was like, I didn't mention that.
it's okay.
Juan
Juan does the most work.
Juan does the most work, yeah. But like we changed things up a lot this year. But like, yeah, we've always had a strong social media presence. We try to post a couple times a week to keep ourselves relevant. We try to stay up to date on topics. We go to
like DJ
we
Khaled.
go to the shows and we give out goodies. And we're not giving goodies out because we want votes, but like we just genuinely like we love everybody and we want to
Yeah.
give people little things.
And
you know.
we want you to feel special and like you're part of us.
Yeah, because you are.
You are.
You listen every week. You tune in. We appreciate you. But so I appreciate that everybody recognizes like all of that hard work
Helios.
that is being put in.
Yeah.
So I feel so overwhelmingly grateful. I don't know if we're
Come
in
here.
a third year in a row, but we're gonna keep doing the podcast regardless.
Yep.
So
Whether you like it or not.
yeah. So
Yeah, if you don't like it, let us know so
I
we can
think we're-
change something.
we're gonna keep winning until we quit. I bet.
I hope so.
Or
I mean,
until they
I-
get rid of the
I
category.
hope
Or they get
so.
rid of it. Yeah, it was gonna be like
I
a
hope
pro
so, but
groomer
knock
network.
on wood, right?
They're gonna be like, we gotta get rid of this category.
But
I was so excited. It was great. It was nice to be up there and not have to speak.
yeah.
Helios, sit down. Dude.
You know, I was panicking a lot about having to speak because words don't always come easy to me. And I wrote the speech, and I was like, I'm breathing. I kept sighing. I kept going.
Yeah.
I was trying to just gather myself, and yeah. So it didn't turn out too horrible.
Yeah. Sorry, that was the garage door being closed because our gardener.
Our gardener and the kids are
And
out
the
riding
kids
a
are out
scooter,
now.
and then the dog was barking at the kids.
Helios
and-
wants to play with them.
the gardener's here, Helios.
But I mean, so we were also nominated for video, me and Nathan. We did not win that, but I am actually really happy for Evan. I know he worked really hard on that video, and he does a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So it was nice for him to get recognized.
And it was a beautiful video.
As much as I appreciate that our video got nominated and that I'm sure people voted for us, it was a very special video, and it had Nathan in it, so I'm gonna take it.
Hey, I wonder if Ashley's seen it, because Ashley had a little snippet in there, and
In the
then
new one.
in the new one from this year, and so did you.
Yeah.
Just like a brief snippet. I was like, look, there's
Me
Ashley,
crying
there's
again.
Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan crying again.
You're just so impactful.
yeah.
You're so real.
But and
And a little bitch.
little cry baby. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. We love it. I actually love it. We also were up for Congeniality, and Tommy won that, and he's been nominated several years, and I don't have a lot of experience with him, but he's always been really nice,
Yeah.
and everybody always talks about how sweet he is.
And also, I mean, when we interviewed him, like, talk about, like, it was some really nice stuff.
very
he did.
inspiring stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, everybody that was on there is super nice. So you can't be disappointed when you don't win. Like, just being nominated, people voting for you or nominating for you, saying like, you're so nice, we want to put your name on here.
recognized, yeah.
That was really cool. So it was nice that we were on there together. That was really cool.
Yeah, you are
Yeah.
really nice.
Seminar speaker is next.
I would love to get
for that,
nominated for
right?
seminar speaker
Well,
next
you're
year.
gonna,
Let's do
you're
it
gonna do
next
more
year.
seminars next year, right?
Wink, wink,
Seminars.
nudge, nudge.
Yeah. We're gonna be I think at more shows next year.
We're gonna try to teach at more shows next year. But then last but not least, you were nominated for content creator of the year
well, we already,
for the
I mean,
third
yeah.
year running. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I feel like we were like an afterthought in the
Yeah.
awards
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
We were just kind of like, how do we feel? Great, awesome, shut it down.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to talk a little bit more deeply.
Yeah,
But
it was amazing.
you were nominated for content creator of the year. This was your third year running, and you finally won it.
Yep.
So
I'm very proud. I'm a very
congratulations.
proud daddy
It was so
to
funny
this
though.
award.
I mean, so Nathan
Not to the
went.
children.
He went up there by himself. I made him go by himself because I was like, no, this is your award. You're the one who puts in all the time and effort to make these reels, to make the content. And like we said, he's the one that does it for AGP too. And I mean, then not a dry eye in the house. Like the speech was very moving. You had a hard time getting through it, and I thought that was super sweet. But then he was so funny. He got back to the seat, and like 10 minutes later, he like grabs my hand and looks at me wide-eyed, and he's like, "I didn't thank you. I'm so sorry." And I was like, "Bro, it's not about me. It's about you. Like you did the work."
I know,
You
but I
know?
was like, I didn't thank you. I didn't thank my family. I didn't thank the sponsors. I was just like, I got up there and I just was like,
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say the speech was so heartfelt, and
Yeah.
you just like, I don't think anybody noticed. I don't think anybody
No,
cared.
But I
Like
also
you could
don't
just
think that's the point, right? Like
right.
you do the work.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
When I was like,
I'm not
as it was
making
coming out of my
videos.
mouth, I was like, I think I'm doing good. I was like, in my back of my mind, I was like, this is it. And I was like, I remember at one point I mean, it was so short, right?
It
But I
was
remember
short.
at one
Yours
point
was
I
pretty
was like,
short.
that's it. Thank you. I love you. I just need to get off of this stage. 'cause-
You helped us because we went like 30 seconds over. So
Yeah, so see, you just made
We
up
just
that
balan-
time.
we
That's
just
all.
balanced it out.
But no, I thought it was beautiful, and I thought what Jay said when he came back
Yeah.
on was so sweet.
Jay's so
He's
nice.
just such
so
a nice
sweet.
guy, but it was, like like you said, right? We've
It
gone
sounds
through.
like he's in the fucking garage.
No, it doesn't. But like you have gone through a lot in this last year. Everybody who's been following on AGP knows about all the shit. I mean, we don't talk about everything. So, I mean, there's been more y'all don't even know about. But like
Yeah.
for him to go up there and make that statement to me was like a big deal because he is one of the top judges out there, like highly regarded. He's, teaching at every show, hundreds of people, so it was impactful. I thought that was like really cool of him.
Me too.
Yeah, I was very upset I put mascara on.
I was listening to him and I was like, thank God. I was just like, well, not thank God, but thank him. Right. I was just so like,
Moved.
because I just like, when I got up there, I didn't know if I should say something or not, but that's like how my heart was feeling was like, this just feels so good because
Because
I
of all
wanted
the
to quit,
shit.
right? I
Yeah.
wanted to quit. And then I don't know. It
Jay
just,
was
the
somebody
words
who lifted
were
your
found.
spirits
Yeah. And
to
the
help
words,
you keep going.
obviously the words found themselves when they were needed. And, but I don't want to get, I feel
I
after this
know.
weekend or after the show, like I'm still like recovering emotionally.
Yeah.
So like, I just don't want to get back. Like, I don't want to be sad right now.
Anyway.
or
so-
happy sad, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, Yeah, I'm done. Like, I'm
Regardless,
so
though,
happy. It's good.
It was a wonderful show. We spent at least an hour afterwards doing interviews, but like
we had to chase some people down.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, because
And we didn't even
normally,
get all of them either.
normally you come out and you take your picture with your awards so they can put it in the magazine, and which hopefully goes according to plan this year because like,
Last year there was a little.
there was a little hiccup.
Who does
Yeah.
it? Should we email them? Sure.
Helios, get over here. Helios.
I'll message Evan. Hey, check it over before it gets sent to print.
Yep.
But we spent at least an hour, if not more, like hunting people down for these interviews because we just felt like it was so special and we wanted to do this thing and we didn't want to miss anyone.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun until we got down. We were done and we were like, cool, let's start drinking and partying because everybody stays up super late. There's karaoke party in one area. Everybody's at the bar drinking and like chit chats and like last year we stayed up until like 2 a.m. drinking and eating pizza and like hanging out with everybody. So we were like, awesome. We spent an hour doing that. Now we can like have the fun. And then they were like, nope, we closed the bars because of the party. I mean, because of the fight the night before. And we were like, are you joking? And they're like, nope, every single bar in this hotel is now closed. No booze for you.
The business hours listed for the bars do say 11 o'clock, right? That's like the
But
normal
they've
business hours.
always
But
stayed
every
up
for every year before.
Every
it's been
year
late.
before they've stayed because
I mean,
they make
let's
money.
be honest. They're making thousands
They're
of dollars,
making
right?
so
Like, stay
much
open.
money. Every time we've had the after party, there's long lines at the bar for hours and hours and hours and hours. So like they're just raking in the money off of us. So we were so bummed that they were like, nope, not this year. Because by the time we were done interviewing, I was sober.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Same.
I was a little like, I was freaked out because I remember when we were brainstorming and I was like, we should do the thing.
We should do
and it'll
this
be
thing.
so cool. And you guys are like,
Yeah, because I had that same thought too, and I was like, I'm not going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it up. And then you brought it up, and I was like, I think so too, Nathan.
Yeah,
I think we should go for it.
And then like we're there, and afterwards I looked at you guys and I was like, how do you think it went? And you both were like, it went okay, but I don't think we want to ever do it again.
Yeah.
And I was like,
but it
damn
wasn't
it.
because
I was like,
it wasn't because the interviews itself weren't fun. It was because the bar closed, and I was so bummed we didn't get to party.
She wanted to party.
yeah, and in hindsight, totally. Me and Juan were talking about like exactly.
Yeah.
I think if we streamlined it better, it'd be. But if it happened the same way, I'm on the same page. I wouldn't want to.
Well,
Yeah.
I wonder if we can. Number one, we'll check next year. Like, are you closing at 11? And then maybe we can streamline it.
Or
Maybe we
just
could set up a
have
different
alcohol
spot
of
so
our own.
they can't escape either.
Right.
So we don't
well,
have
that's
to chase
what I was
people
gonna say.
down.
If we don't have to chase people down, and we'll limit them to 2 minutes.
Yes.
Only
We'll bring this countdown.
No, 1 minute.
Yeah.
1 minute responses.
But
No,
but it was perfect because like
it was really fun though.
you already had Juan had the equipment for this, so it was like it was perfect.
It was meant to be. I
And
think
then
it was
Juan-
super fun.
And then Juan put the video that's when I was relieved when I watched the video because I watched the whole thing and the footage looks great.
Yeah.
And the audio was good. I just and the editing was awesome. I think you did a bang up job. I'm really happy
Thank
with
you.
the video.
Beautiful.
So
Thank you so much.
I'm like right on. It was a good idea.
Right on.
Right on.
Yeah. It was really fun. Watching the video, I was like, I like this. I'm glad we did this. It's cool.
Yeah. So we'll
I
just
get that.
prepare better
Yeah.
next time. Or we'll have somebody go to the bar and buy us several drinks while we do it that are set aside for us. Like something.
yeah, you guys went to the bar and Christy from Utsumi, you bought us all drinks, right? Like you guys brought back
for the
so
Done
many.
dinner.
awards.
Yeah.
No,
They all of a sudden,
No. You know
guys
what?
come back with like 10 drinks.
no, because okay, so
Because I bought us 2 drinks each, so we didn't have to get up again.
yeah, that's what happened is we got up to go to the bar as soon as we got in
Oh,
the
so you
awards
had bought 'em?
dinner.
I had bought
No.
2. I had bought, I think, like 7, 8 drinks for like us, so we didn't have to go up again.
Yeah.
And then
So like cats for the drinks for the 4 of us. But as we were standing up there, because I went with Juan to help him, Christy from Utsumi walks up and she goes, I would like to buy you and Nathan drinks. What are you drinking? And I was like, oh, just a vodka cranberry. I didn't know he was buying double already. And then she goes, okay, 2 vodka cranberries. And then she goes, well, what's Nathan drinking? And I'm like, no, also vodka cranberry. And then she's like, 4 vodka cranberries. And those
So they
ones,
come back, they're like,
those ones were so strong too. I traded because the ones Juan got were weaker.
Yeah.
And now
I
I
don't
wish
know.
I had stuck with the stronger ones.
I don't know if it's like my liver or something, but like I can drink a lot now. Like I don't know if it's just like I've always been like that, but I'll put away like that night. I think I put away like 5 drinks, and then by the end of the thing, I was like, not.
Yeah.
Usually that would have me.
Yeah, but
good.
it was like 3 hours, the awards.
That's true.
yeah, and you were eating.
Yeah, and
had
you
food.
ate lots of food.
That's
That was
true.
like the first full meal in like
Of the whole
in
weekend,
several
yeah.
days. And water. We had water. We all drank
Yeah.
water for like the first time. No,
It was a good weekend.
but Kat and Juan went to bed.
I went
earlier.
and walked the dogs, and then I went to bed. But the crappy part is, I went downstairs in my dress because we were already downstairs, but I didn't have my badge. So then I had to walk myself up to the room. I got in my pajamas, and sorry if anybody ran into me during that time, but I wasn't wearing a bra, and I was just wearing my PJs, and I was like, because I just want to walk the dogs and go to bed. So I walked them and went to bed, and because I had to get up and compete the next morning at 7. So
Yeah. So Kat went to bed. Juan had to leave extra early.
My alarm was set for 4 a.m. so I could leave the hotel by 5 to catch my flight at 6:30.
So I felt really bad because that's another reason, because I was like, fuck, I'm the worst. Because like I kept looking at you, because you're like, if I'm partying, I'm like, I look to Juan, right? Because he's partying with me. And I look at him, I'm like, we're going to get a couple drinks, right?
Yeah.
This isn't over. And he's like, yeah. And then the interviews are going and going and going. And then like suddenly you're like, I have to leave in 4 hours. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah. It was still fun. It was still very
was still
much
fun.
I know I didn't
Yeah.
say goodbye to you because you went up when I went back down to walk the dogs.
And instantly I thought like, that sucks.
So anyway, yeah, Juan left. We were really sad, but we're so glad that you made it
general,
for
Yeah. It wouldn't
the
have been
days
the
that you
same
were
with
there. It wouldn't be the same if you weren't there. So, but the next morning, Kat got up extra early to do the rescue invitational. So that was super cool.
Another 3 hours of sleep.
We slept in.
So yeah, I went down to the invitational because I had one in Pasadena, and you get invited to Hershey, and it's free for the people who had placed in all the other shows over the year since last Hershey, right? So I placed in Pasadena, and along with the other people who were able to come, and then they do clip-ins on Friday and Saturday. So those people who also placed, they did the top 4 in each of those because they had enough space for them. And so the dogs came, and I was watching them come because I like to get down there early and just kind of scope out. So you don't get a pick. It's a lottery, right? You pick a number out of a bucket, and that number corresponds to a dog. I had got this super sweet little dog. She's like a Cocker mix, probably a Cocker Cavalier mix. And she was so adorable, but her and her sister were together. It was Pixie and Peanut, and I got Peanut.
Oh, cute.
But both their ears were matted solid, and they were a good like 4 inches. And Joey looked at me because he was my judge, and he said, "Oh, those are going to be hematomas." I'm like, "Thanks, Joey."
Thanks for wishing that upon me.
Upon me, and then also because her ears were infected, also because her ears were gross.
Poor
The
thing.
foster mom said that they chew on each other's ears all the time.
Ooh.
Because they both were in the same condition. Mine had less furnishings than the sister, but she had a beautiful jacket, right? And I was like, well, I can't like shave this or anything. So I ended up like just thinning shear and spot shaving mats, and I did have to shave her ears.
She
But
still looked cute.
yeah,
She
so
was like a tiny Welsh, your
that's
favorite.
what I said. So I told Joey, I was like, we went from a Cocker to a Welsh. So here's my Welsh Springer Spaniel now. But if anybody was watching it, I kept a happy hoodie on her the whole time, except at the very end. And that's to help keep her from flapping her ears and getting hematomas.
She seemed fine after though. Like
Yeah,
she wasn't like
because I had done it right in the beginning, and I kept it on her the whole time I groomed her, except for when I'm grooming her head. And she seemed to be doing okay. And I had brought some Zygomox, like ear relief, and I put that in after I shaved her ears, and that seemed to help her a little
It's
bit.
Zymox, not Zygomox.
I always do that too.
There's no G. I don't
It's
know.
a zygomatic arch,
Yeah.
okay? That's
Okay.
where I get
But
it.
It's the
anyways,
knowledge bump.
I put some stuff in her ears, and it seemed to help her. But she was super sweet. So I just carded her and cleaned up her furnishings and stuff. And I didn't get a placement, but that's okay because Peanut feels better. And hopefully her and her sister can find a home.
Yeah, there was a lot of really cute dogs out
I
there.
know.
There was some really good
these little
grooms.
teeny Yorkies. And I was like, oh, they're adorable.
Yeah.
I just want to squish them. But Peanut was full of kisses, and she loved. I had brought doggy peanut butter in like a squeeze tube. She was in love. She almost ate the cap, and I was like,
Very cocker of her.
so I was giving that to her when we were done. We were just waiting for judging, and but yeah, no love, but it's okay because
It was worth it.
yeah, it's kind of like you get what you get, and your goal is just to make the dog beautiful and feel better, right? And that
It's
was the
not
goal.
about winning. It's about the rest.
I mean, winning would be fun, but you know. Well, Chanel came up to me while I was drying her, and she's like, "You always do rescue," and I said, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, I'm surprised a lot of people like stop doing it, you know, as they get higher up." And I said, "Oh, well, I've always had a soft spot for rescues. You know, me and my family have like done so many fostering. You know, from the time I was 12 till well into my 20s, we were fostering. So we probably have done like anywhere from like 300 to 500 animals: dogs, cats, kittens, moms." Puppies, kittens, bottle feeding birds, and
Bottle feeding birds?
no, I've hand fed birds, but bottle feeding kittens and puppies. But it's always been something that's been really like in my heart, right? I just love. I mean, and it's another competition you don't have to bring a dog to, and I like competing, and it's a win-win for everyone,
Yeah. And you might win a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And get a cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is a cover.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'd love to be on a cover of Groomer, and that's probably the only chance I'll get. Because normally they're either creative or best in shows, and then this is the one that.
Well, you
get a
never know
cover.
until it happens,
Yeah, so
That's true.
maybe someday I'll keep doing rescue as long as I can, as long as people are okay with me doing it. I mean,
Well, yeah. Why would they not be?
I don't know.
Yeah, Lisa
No,
Leedy
everyone
is in
but
there.
Cat is allowed.
Yeah, I mean Lisa Leedy won, and I mean she's a judge, so
Yeah. So
if she can do it, then I can do it. I guess.
But after that, we started packing up because we had to make our 2.5 hour drive back to the airport.
And we've had these people for already almost 2 hours.
But I mean, yeah. So we drove back, returned the car, got on the plane.
Yep, we got in the
it was
car,
really
got on the
cute though
plane.
because the
Boring
second.
stuff.
Well, no, but I was gonna say the flight home. It was really cute because we walked in with our dogs, and the
Flight attendant.
the flight attendant was like, we walked in first with our Scotty and Poodle, and then she was like, "Oh, I have a Bichon Frise," and I was like, "Well, you're in luck. There's one right back there." And she was like, "Oh my God, it looks just like my dog."
Yeah.
And then it was funny because we got to our
Probably
seats.
doesn't, though.
Probably doesn't.
No, she showed me a picture. It was
Oh,
cute.
it was cute. Okay.
It was like it looked like a young puppy. So
But we got to our seats, and then
Nice.
the other flight
Not a
attendant.
doodle.
yeah,
The other flight attendant was like, "Oh my God, did you guys just come from a dog show?" Because Nathan had his trophies.
I was like, kinda.
And we're like, kind of. And then she's like, "I used to show Shar-Peis." And we're like, "How cool. Congrats. Like, awesome." And so she was like, "I love dogs. This is my favorite part."
She was a sassy older lady.
Oh, she was so
that
funny.
lady. She
It was
was
fun.
like, people were trying to get their luggage up, and she would grab them, and she'd like stand on the chairs and like shove them and rearrange. I'm like, wow. And
Well,
She's
she
like,
older
you pick your bag up and put it on its side, like every other bag in there. And so more people can fit their bags. And the guy's like, oh, shit.
She was cute though, because like when they came around with the drinks, Isolde had been like, "I'm so thirsty." Like when we got in the plane, because the plane was really hot.
It was
and she was
really
like, "I'm
hot.
so thirsty." So when the beverage cart finally came around, she was like, "Mom, do you think I could have water and apple juice?" And I was like, "I don't know if they give you two. I don't know, right? I'll ask." And so she was the beverage lady for us, and I was like, "My daughter wants to know if she could have water and apple juice," and she's like, "For you, anything. I'll give you as many drinks as you want, girl." Like, so every time she came around, she was like, "What? Do you need anything? Do you need another drink? Are you thirsty? Can I help you?"
Oh,
So
that's
she
so
was
sweet.
like really sweet. She liked Isolde, and Isolde was like, "Oh, thank you," and she's like, "Oh, you're welcome," So she was very sweet. But yeah, we got home safely, and then we got home at like 11 p.m. and went straight to work.
And now we're filming this.
And now we're filming this.
I forgot. I texted the group chat on my flight home. We were on the runway about to take off.
Oh,
and this
yeah.
guy starts walking because the lights are dimmed, the seatbelt lights are on, like we're about to take off.
Yeah.
And I see this guy just walk right next to me and then just collapse face first, like just
That's
face planted in the
crazy.
aisle. And it
Well,
was
good
like,
he didn't like land on anyone too.
yeah,
at the
it
same
was
time.
it was so scary. I was telling Ronnie, it was like a movie because at first I was like, oh my god, what happened? And then the flight attendants came right away. Any medical on the plane? And then there was a nurse and a doctor, and they like came, and it was literally right next to me. So I was just like watching it. They handled it so well. It was so fucking scary.
So it was
Before
while you're
you
on
even
the
took
plane.
It was like this plane was like speeding up to go. And that's why I was like, why is this man like walking?
Yeah.
And I think he was probably trying to walk to the bathroom because he wasn't feeling well or something. And it was so scary. But
So you still took off though?
yeah, so we
Diverted.
yeah, we were maybe on the floor for like an extra like 20 minutes or so.
Oh.
Okay, that's not too
It
bad.
turned
I'd have
out
been like,
he was-
great.
He was, my
fucking
my
asshole.
my
No.
first thought was like, holy shit, he died.
Right.
Yeah.
And then my second thought was like, I'm missing my connecting flight. But he's alive. He was diabetic and didn't eat that morning. His levels were off, and
Poor guy.
the nurse actually worked. She's a geriatric nurse, so she was very.
She's like perfect.
She was
old
like,
person.
I know diabetics, no problem. And then the doctor was an ER doctor, so I was like, oh, they got this.
They're like, Snickers,
So it was
stat.
yeah, yeah. So
You
it
should have
was.
said I
Did he
have some
say-
Hershey's.
Yeah.
Did he sit on the plane with you?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
they let him stay?
Yeah, they let him stay. He went to the bathroom. He was in there for like maybe 5 minutes, and they were like, "Hey, you doing good?" And then he went back into his seat, and they're like, "Sorry about that. All right, good for go." And I was like, "Okay, I guess we're good."
Yeah.
So that was
Maybe
really
he
scary.
took an insulin shot or something.
Maybe,
huh?
Well, I'm sure he has stuff.
maybe,
You know,
Yeah.
so
Sometimes you just you need a cookie or something, you know.
yeah.
Or
but
juice.
that was wild.
Yeah.
that's crazy. That would have been super scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely would have been like, and my flight is ready.
When we landed, you're like, I got a message from you that said, "Do you have the Wi-Fi?" And I'm like, oh, no. I do now that we landed. Like, I do have Wi-Fi because we have T-Mobile, so we have free Wi-Fi on United,
Uh-huh.
but it was not working.
Even the little TVs in the back of
Mine
the
kept glitching.
the whole time, and I was like, hell with this. I'm not watching.
I
it.
did watch a movie, but it was annoying.
I watched 3 episodes of Pioneer Woman,
You would, you would.
and then I shut it off. And I did use their like sleep mode.
I watched that. Fuck, what's the movie? It's old. It has Heath Ledger, and it's like
Brokeback Mountain.
no. I don't think they have that on the airplane.
You never know.
But no,
I
it's
bet they
like
do.
it's
They had
like
Nosferatu.
it's like him and
Yeah, not spread. They gotta have
of course they
corpse sex. They gotta have some gay sex. Come on.
No, it's like him in high school. I can't remember. I don't know why.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Yes.
I love that movie.
I love that movie. I
An
don't know why I was
old
brain
rom-com?
farting on the name of
Of
it,
course,
but I
Juan
stuck
likes
it
it.
out with
Yeah.
all the glitching, and I was like, "Oh my god, I forgot how cute he is!" Like, I'm so sad. I
Well,
was
he's
so
dead,
sad when he
so.
died.
Mhm.
He was so cute. Although there was like a lot of things in that movie that I was like, "Oh my god, that would not fly today."
Yeah.
Like they were. I was like, "Oh my god."
I think that about the movie Something About Mary. I love that movie, but I was like, oh, so much of this would not fly nowadays.
No, it wouldn't.
Mm-mm.
Did he just leave the gate open?
No, I think he's still here.
He's probably still
Same
here.
thing with like oh well, whatever.
Well, anyway, so like then there's been like a ton of posts about Hershey and like
Mhm.
tons of stuff. Although I saw one post today, somebody said that there's like a lotion guy that's always there every year, and he's like really grabby and insistent and will just like grab your hand and rub the lotion on it. And one girl said she had been like let go of me and he wouldn't let go. So they're putting in like a formal complaint.
Wow.
And, you know,
Like
and
a
I was-
vendor- like it's
a
a
vendor.
vendor.
It's a
Yeah.
vendor. Yeah. And
If someone did that to you and you were like, "Let go," I would be.
irate.
I would.
She
we
was
would
by
be having.
herself.
We would be having words
She was
immediately.
by
if,
herself.
if not more than that.
Yeah.
So, you know, because she was like, hey, where do I go to like put in a complaint about a vendor? And then people were like, tell, you know, and then somebody was like, let me guess. And then once they guessed correctly, and then everybody was like, yep. We've had the same experience. I don't think it's like a dog groomer. I think it's just like a lotion.
Well, they have
Vendor.
some, like they have the Tens guy there, and some human things.
But yeah, like
that have no relation
most
to
of us
dogs.
don't like being touched. Like
Yeah.
I would say a lot of us are like, don't touch me. But then a lot of people were like, what about allergies? Or like,
Yeah.
so you just like grab me and start rubbing lotion on my hand? No.
Well,
That's 100% creeper status.
Yeah.
I would say when we were taking group pictures, you guys hear me. Is it okay if I touch you? Like every
Yeah.
single. I'm gonna touch you.
Nathan
Okay?
too. Every
Yeah.
time he went to
Nathan
take a photo.
always
So
asks.
I don't. But
I
maybe.
don't.
But I, mean, I think it's
I think
more
it's
of a
different
man
for
thing.
women.
For
Yeah.
dudes, for dudes it's different.
Yeah, I don't usually ask.
But if you ever
usually-
feel uncomfortable and we're trying to take a picture, then
Let us know you don't
We
like
can be
being
hands
touched.
off and we can.
But Nathan, I always think it's very cute. Yeah, because
a
Nathan
man.
always asks, "Can I put my arm around you?" And the girls are always like, "Oh my god, yes."
Yeah.
It's very cute.
I tried it when we're in a group picture. I try to put my hand on one of you guys.
That's
one-
So
true.
like I will go around them and I'll try to do your shoulder or your arm if you're on the other side.
No one has said no though.
Nobody said no.
That's true.
One person said no. They didn't want a photo when we were taking a group photo at a seminar. They just were like, "I'm uncomfortable taking photos."
Yeah.
But that was the only person, and we were like, respect, right? Like,
So, like when someone's talking to you and you get that feeling like, oh, you want a photo, right? Like you just want to ask them.
well, because you
I
can tell
don't-
they want to ask, but they don't want to
I
ask.
stopped doing that because at the show, I don't know when it was. Did I say
I
this
think
already?
so. Yeah.
But I was like, do you want a photo? And they're like,
No.
no. And then just left. I'm like, damn. Yeah, so I don't do that no more.
Yeah.
But there was like another couple of like posts like
Oh yes, puppy whistle down.
yeah. So
Well,
on
right
on
on
Reddit,
brand. Right on brand
yeah.
with
Yeah.
I
the
guess a
Bridgerton
perfect
theme.
opening for them,
perfect
right?
opening for this secret person.
Is it on Reddit?
It's on Reddit.
It's on Reddit. Yeah.
We read through it all, and like while I do think there might be like a couple of like
Points?
little valid points, like small truths to little, like mostly I think it's like very highly dramatized and over exaggerated. And I mean, to each their own, right? Everybody has a right to their own opinion and whatever.
Free
But
speech, yeah.
I mean,
It
this
seemed like
is not the first time somebody's made a secret account and they always get found
so.
out.
That's what I think
Every
is like.
single time.
Yeah.
It
And over the
seems-
years, we've seen it multiple times.
So they left some clues right within all of it because they like
Context clues,
of,
yeah.
of who they thought did this and who they think did good and who they think did not. So that already kind of gives some clues. So I think it's only a matter of time before someone finds out who it is.
I mean, the real lady whistle down got found out too.
or the
In Bridgerton.
group, or the group of people it is.
Yeah,
right?
I
Yeah.
think there's a good chance it's more than one person.
And if it is a group of people, that's their first mistake, right?
Too many people.
Yeah. It is. I mean, Katie was reading them all, and I was enthralled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Entertaining
it's
for
very
sure.
entertaining. Yeah.
Although, no.
uh,
Yeah, truthful, not very. I definitely think there's like tiny little kernels here and there where I'm like, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but it's more complex than that too. It's not just black and white.
Yeah.
But
The person seems
the
salty.
fonts that they used, awful.
Somebody
I
said,
felt like
awful.
I felt like I was reading Elvish.
I could barely.
I was like,
We all know I'm a reader, and I could barely fucking read it out loud for everybody. Like barely fucking read it.
so do you think they're gonna keep posting stuff?
I hope so, just so I could read it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's entertaining, but I just think that everybody who does go and read it, take into account. I do agree with Nathan. It reads as the person is very salty,
Bitter
that
boots.
they're bitter. I like so like I said, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but
Yeah.
it's not the uplifting. Like we strive for us at AGP to be uplifting and to inspire people and help bring the community together. And in my opinion, it's not doing that. Like I think constructive criticism is okay, but that's in my opinion not what they're doing. They're tearing things down in not
We're
a constructive way.
We're trying to.
Trying
right?
to tear things down in a non-constructive way, in my opinion.
Or maybe they're. Oh,
No, go ahead. No,
I was
you-
gonna say, well, maybe that is like in there what they think they're doing, right? What they think is they're being
Constructive.
positive in their own way, and like that's how they know how to do
Right.
it.
Well, but that's why I said, in my opinion, that's not what they're doing.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Juan?
I was going to say, I know we normally end on a Reddit post. This is very, very long. And we kind of did talk about Reddit with the puppy whistle
Yeah.
down, but I actually want to read a comment or a post that someone made on another grooming group. The group
Are you going to make me cry?
Huh? Maybe,
Are
I
you
don't
gonna make
know.
me cry?
The group this week has been, I love seeing
Poppin'.
everyone's posts and like sightings of us like
Oh my
throughout
God.
the
They
week. And
cracked me
It was
up.
the
so-
one with the like I stared at you from afar with the little lip. I was like, oh my god, dude, I
They
can do that.
cracked me up. And whoever posted on Pro Groomer Network, the whose hair is better between Nathan and Blake, hilarious. Keep it up. Nathan's hair is better. Sorry, Blake, we love you.
Okay, Blake is obviously one of my friends, right? But it brings me so much joy. I'm like, we're in this secret hair war that he doesn't even know we're part of.
No, he knows you're part of it. He knows you're part
But
of it.
I know.
That's why he spends hours on his hair every day. But you just be rolling out of bed and washing your hair with Head and Shoulders. So that's what makes it funny. Because you're not
Okay.
making hair.
Okay, so I'm
Go
gonna
with the
read
thing.
this post. It's from Julie, and she wrote, "Congratulations on your accomplishments. Above all, thank you for being human, for showing me it's okay to not be perfect, for showing me my love for learning isn't a waste of time." I'm already getting emotional.
I know.
For showing me it here. Your turn.
For showing me it isn't necessary to hate my competition. For showing me we can all uplift each other and stand on the stage as competition at the same time. For showing me it's okay to be my real self. I admire you for all your accomplishments, but I most admire you for being human, being real, showing that you also make mistakes, learn from them, and move on. I can't express how much you've helped heal me. I will always be grateful for your humanity. It doesn't matter to me if you win or lose on the stage because you've helped me heal my heart and mind so much I can't even explain. All because you aren't perfect. You are real, willing to learn, wanting to share your knowledge, all without judgment. Please keep being you, all of you. And I cried this morning when I read it.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I read
it's
it
just,
already.
I mean, we love you.
We love you, Julie.
Yeah, we love you, Julie.
Thank you.
you.
Like I mentioned at the top of the episode, like the amount of love that we felt this week was like crazy.
Yeah, I had people coming up to me with the tears in their eyes.
Yeah.
And it made me get teary.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the point, right? Like we're doing this and that's, I mean, like when, there's times, right? Like where I was like, oh, I don't feel like I deserve my place. And Nathan's like, we should delete that out. And I was like, no, because that's like real, right?
Yeah.
Like that's who we are. That's why we've never like hidden our truths from everybody on the show. And so like to know that has been impactful on people and that has made a difference in their lives. Because all of them have made a difference on our lives too, right? Like we're changed knowing that like people care what we have to say and that we matter to them. That's what keeps us going and pushes us through and like makes me want to continue to grow and learn and do this podcast.
Because you are part of our family.
So thank you. We love you very, very, very much. Anything else you guys want to say to
No,
close
I'm
this
done.
out?
I'm done. You
I want
do
to say
it.
my face hurt a lot from smiling. this
Yes.
week.
My face still is a little hurt right
Yeah,
now.
I
but-
have like
Yeah.
cramps in my cheeks.
We need to start working on our muscles and our cheeks. And obviously I'm losing my voice again like I always do.
Yeah, that's Katie's post-show tradition.
Yeah, but who opened the episode?
I did.
Katie.
Okay, well, close us out.
Thank you for joining us this week. Thank you to everybody who joined us in Hershey as well. We'll see you next time.
Love you all.
Love you so, so, so much. Thank you. Thank
We
you. Thank
love
you.
you.
Bye.